Hey guys, so before we get into this week's podcast and everything, I was having some issues and the audio did not come out over the video. So rather than try and sit back and recreate the entire thing word for word, you guys are not going to get me this week. You guys are just going to get the podcast logo for anybody watching this on YouTube. I do apologize for that. Not exactly sure what happened, but it's fixed now, so the next one will be good to go. And I might even do something just for YouTube, just to make up for this. So I do apologize for that, guys. But without further ado, let's get into the podcast. This week's titled, We Have Differences. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing, Insomniacs? How are you doing? I am sorry to be bringing this to you guys so late. So late. But we had some technical difficulties. And by technical difficulties, I mean we had puppy difficulties. She's kind of been being a little brat. She's acting out. Okay, she was doing really good. Now she's kind of peeing on the floor a little too much and not letting people know when she needs to go out. Hi. Yeah, speaking of which, hi. But I'm back. How you guys been? Missed you guys. So let's get to it. Guys. Today, what's this subject about? Well, one of... You guys know me, I never stay to one. But one subject today, because it just keeps coming up and I can't understand why. Somebody's got to explain this shit to me. Why do people keep saying there's no difference between men and women? I heard this shit at work the other day. My homegirl was like, a woman can do anything a man can do. No, you can't. That's why we're different. That's why you're a woman and I'm a man, because we can't do everything that each other can do. That's kind of the fucking point. I can't have a baby, but I can make one. I love that one when women are like, well, I can make a baby with some help. With some help. You can give birth to a baby. And I can't do that shit. 100% right and 100% commendable. But you can't create sperm to get yourself pregnant. So there are some definite differences between men and women. It's okay. I don't understand why it's not okay for there to be differences between men and women. Like, again, it goes back to what I was saying on the last one, what I've said over and over again. If we were all the exact same, it'd be boring as shit. Let's just be real. It would be so boring. So, yeah, there are some differences between men and women, ladies and guys. For all you little pussies out there, and I'm saying it, yeah, you're a bunch of pussies that are like, oh, dude, there's no difference between men and women. It's 2019, man. Come on. Women can do anything that a man can do, which is why the statistics for men and women are all the exact same. Oops. There should be more women in STEM research programs and studies and things of that nature. Well, not if they don't want to be. So everyone out there going, well, we need women to be in equal positions of power and blah, blah, blah. Okay, what if they don't want to be? Did you ever for a second take that shit into consideration? Just because you personally would like to run a Fortune 500 company does not mean that your girlfriends do too. Okay? Shit, I don't want to run a Fortune 500 company because I've been a manager and I know what it takes to be a manager and I'm completely comfortable with that, but I would not want to be in charge of thousands of employees. It's just not something I personally want to do, but there are other people out there who strive to do that. We're not the same, people. It's okay. I know. Big Daddy James gonna walk you through this one. It's okay. I got your little safety blanket for you. We're gonna throw that over your head, but slowly we're gonna peel it back. It's okay, people. Differences are good. And there's no such thing as hate speech. Deal with it. Get over it. That's just a hard truth that you punks are gonna have to learn. It's a hard truth. Doesn't exist. Hate speech is speech that you happen to not like. Okay? And why would you want people to not be allowed to say certain things? By the way, if they can say it, we can find out who the true bigots and true pieces of shit are. instead of making those people be quiet because they still think those fucking thoughts. They still feel that way, only now they never say anything, so we never know. So now we're suspicious of everyone. How about just let those people say the stupid shit, and then we know exactly who they are, and we know who we can go, okay, well, they're fucking an idiot. They're a racist, a real racist. Not just someone who happens to disagree with my opinion, so I call them a Nazi, fascist, racist piece of shit or a snowflake. See, both sides have the same shit going on, and you're both too dumb to even fucking realize it. Meanwhile, you have what I think are probably the vast majority of us who are just going, well, you're kind of fucking retarded. Like, and okay, you guys make some good points, and you guys make some good points. But you're both also completely wrong in other ways. So deal with it. Can we have a little bit of middle ground here? Why is it that I have to be extreme left or extreme right? Or I'm pro-woman or I hate women? Like, there's no in between. And that's just insane. And if you are in between, you just get shit from both sides. But guess what? The vast majority of us can take it. That's why we're not lumping ourselves in with some stupid group. It's ridiculous. Like, I support individuals, but I hate groups. Because no matter how good the start, we are living in a world of Jurassic Park theory. Everything that starts with the best of intentions just gets fucked up. Black Lives Matter was a great way to bring attention to a real problem. And then it turned into something chaotic and lost its fucking mind. See, so ideas can be great, but they very, very quickly turn when you start adding way too many people into it and making it an ideology. Like, can we just stop that? It's okay to have ideas about things and feel certain ways. I'm not saying that any of that is wrong. I feel certain ways about things too. Hell, I'm telling you about it right now. But come on, people. There are differences of opinion out there. That doesn't make that person evil. That doesn't make them racist, a bigot, a Nazi, a fascist, a snowflake, and anything. It just simply means that they don't happen to agree with that particular opinion. That one fucking opinion. I guarantee you guys can find something you agree on. How about this? Human beings should be treated like human beings. Let's just start there. And now base judgment upon people based on those individuals. Is that really that hard to do? Is it? Or are you that lazy? Come on. Look, I work with 4 fucking other people. One of them can't really stand to work with. Outside of work, I have no idea. Yeah, he could be a cool person to hang out with. I could still not really give a damn and still not want to hang out with him. But at work, no, I don't like working with him. The other 3 people I like working with. And do you know why there's a difference there? Because I work with them. I know how they work, you dicks. And guess what? One of them's a girl. Ooh, no, better. Better for all you fun ones out there. Okay? She's a person of color. A woman of color. Ooh. She's a fucking black chick. Get over it. Yeah, I said it. It's not racist. It's descriptive. Huh. And she doesn't give a fuck, by the way. So if you're out there getting offended, go talk to her first and find out if she gives a fuck that I said she was a black girl on my podcast. She'd be more pissed off if I told you her real age. She's 21. We'll just stick with that, even though I said it last time. Hashtag don't tell Alicia. She's a scrappy little shit, man. She'll throw down. It's good to have her on the team. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, we had teams. We had very select people that we went, you have a skill set that I happen to like and appreciate, and I don't give a fuck what color you are or what's between your legs. Get on my team. Now it's, well, I'm this and I'm that and you're not and fuck off. And what? It made about as much sense as the last 4 sentences that came out of my mouth. You know, that's how insanely stupid so much of this shit is right now. And I know you can't see it on the podcast. Anybody watching on YouTube, I've got a grin on my face because I just think that I hate stupidity and I love stupidity. So there's 2 sides to that even. Like, I can't stand fucking stupid people. Like, not mentally challenged through no fault of their own. I mean people that have fucking sense and don't use it. Those people piss me off. But at the same time, they are a great, great source of comedy. Everybody loves watching an idiot texting on their phone walk into a stop sign. It's priceless. Everyone loves it. Everybody. Why? Because they're so stupid. But here's the problem. Nowadays, that could be anybody. You don't think zombies exist? You guys, I did a podcast a while back now, I think it was 2 or 3 ago, where I titled it, "We Need Zombies." Well, we kind of fucking have them. Have you ever seen an Apple store before a fucking iPhone release? Those are zombies. You ever been outside? I know it's crazy to even ask that question, but it seems more relevant as the days... Oh, excuse me. As the days go by, it just seems way more relevant. Have you been outside? Look at people. Because they're not looking at anything. They're looking at their phones and what's going on Twitter, and they're talking about, I'm here on my trip to Walmart, and we're picking up the mac and cheese, and we're going to have some barbecue later. I do that because of where I live. Okay, I live in South Carolina, and it's close. It's close. That's what you get. I should start a segment called Instagram Knots. Yeah, where it's like people that want to be famous on Instagram, but they're just not, but they constantly post and everything. And do it by like region and location and everything. So get them in the deep south where, yeah, this is my new idea. Here it is. What's today? It's the 13th of January in 2019. All right. It's 9:27 a.m. I'm doing this shit early. I got up early for you assholes, by the way. Yeah. All right. It's my idea. Poor man's copyright. Yeah. You kids don't know about that shit now. Back in the day, see, when I was in a band, what we would do as a form of a poor man's copyright, because we couldn't afford to buy and own the songs that we wrote, as fucking ridiculous as that sounds. So what we would do is we would take a copy of our EP or our CD or our DVD, because, yeah, we did a DVD. Fuck you guys. We were that badass. And they sold out in one show. Yeah. All right, done bragging for a minute. But we would take those and we would mail them to each other. We'd mail a copy so that we had it, documented basically that, no, this is our stuff. This is when we did it. So if anybody did it later on, we could go, aha, I have the unopened envelope with the CD in it that shows that we wrote this song 3-4 years ago and have been performing it. Then we had the DVD, of course, so we had video evidence. And why did we do a DVD? Well, because everybody else was doing t-shirts. And I had a friend, Jamie Casper. Love you, sweetie, if you're checking this out. She went to the Art Institute, and she had access to HD cameras and the editing rooms and all of that stuff. So I was like, well, hey, I'll talk with Jamie. And Jamie was totally down for it. She rented the camera, and we filmed a DVD at the Brass Mug in Tampa, Florida, and it was so much fun. That was such a great show. And if anybody listening to this has a copy of one of those DVDs, hit me up. We'll talk some shit out, because I want a copy of that, just for nostalgia. I think it'd be really funny to go back and watch that from way back in the day. God, that was... Holy shit, that was 10 years ago at least. That was at least 10 years ago that we did that DVD. So I would really love to see that. If anybody listening has it, knows anyone who has it, please put them in contact with me, okay? Insomnia Talx at gmail.com, or find me on YouTube at Insomnia Talx on there. Drop me a comment if you have it. I want to talk to you. I want to try and get a copy of this DVD. I may even be willing to buy the one that you have off of you, okay? We'll work some shit out, but I think it would be really fucking cool to have that again. All right, so back to what I was saying about differences. Men and women are different, yeah, okay? But down at the root of it all, we're pretty much the same. We all have the exact same wants and needs, and those wants are based off of those needs, really. And we just got to realize that, yeah, some people suck, but that's okay. That's okay that people suck, man. People are always going, I can't believe this person did whatever the hell, insert, horrible thing here. And they always go, I never imagined that they could have been the type of individual to do something like that. And like, really? Really? We're human beings. Some of us are just fucked up. And some of us, I think the vast majority of us are pretty fucked up. We're all a little twisted, okay? We just have different ways of going about dealing with it, different ways of being creative about things, and the vast majority of us find ways to do it that it doesn't harm someone else, but there are a few people out there that find that to be pleasurable, and those are pieces of shit. But that's why we enjoy good people so much. We go, look, this person is such a good individual. They help out others. They're selfless. They just care about other people and other things and this, that, and the other. And then you've got the other end of the spectrum where they find pleasure in doing nothing but torturing and causing harm and hurt to people and animals and everything else in between. So, but if you just had someone who was good all the time and there was no balance to that, then you just look at them like, okay, well, they're just a cocky prick. They just think they're better because they just do for other people all the time. It's not like anybody around here's hurting anybody. Why do they have to be so fucking meh? See, you'd hate them. Which brings me to the point of, it doesn't matter if you're black or white or male or female or whatever the hell. We're always going to have a reason to hate each other. And if we don't have one, we'll make one up. How many times have you been in an argument and went, wait a minute, what is this issue? This is not even real. It was a made up bullshit argument for the sake of arguing? Yeah. We'll find a reason. We will find a fucking reason, okay? So once you realize that we will always find a reason, those big major things that keep popping up all the time about there's no difference between men and women. Oh, this is racist. They're racist. That's racist. People just suck. Did you ever just sit back and realize that? Some people just suck. But until we know who those people are, well, we don't know how to avoid them. And we need to know who those people are so we can go, okay, well, they're just crazy. That's just not to be taken seriously. No, let them keep talking. Yeah, that's fine. We just ignore them, But at least you know who that person is. Quiet people scare the shit out of me. They scare the hell out of me because they're thinking. And it's like being in the ocean. You know there's sharks there. You know that there's fucking sharks there. You still jump in the water. But I bet if you saw that damn shark, you'd go, I'm not fucking going in there. All right. It's the same thing with people. When they're quiet and they're not speaking, you don't know they're there. But they're there and they're thinking and they're processing and they're taking everything in. And that shit in and of itself is like the shark being there without you being able to see it. You know it's there in the back of your mind, and yet you ignore it because you can't hear it. You can't see it. So you ignore it. But then let those people talk and you go, okay, this person's out of their fucking mind. I'm not even going around this person anymore. See how easy that shit is? You do it all the time, really. You do it all the fucking time. You have friends in your group that you just go, oh, they're here again. Girls, I'm talking to you. Yeah, Becky's a whore. We know Becky's a whore. To any Beckys out there, I'm sorry. Not really. I don't know you. You could be a whore. And if you are a whore, do it, girl. Do it. Do it proud. Do it proud. Fuck them. Fuck them. I did porn with my ex. It was great. It was excellent. It was a lot of fun. We made good money on camera. It was awesome. Why'd we stop? I have my theories. I think part of it was my ex had done it by herself, and she was getting all the attention. So then when we started doing it as a couple, the guys are actually really, really respectful online, believe it or not, and they would not directly address her all the time in a manner of respect. Like, would ask me if X, Y, and Z was okay and things like that. And I mean, I would always refer to her and go, hey, babe, what do you think? but they did it out of respect, and so I feel like her attention wasn't as greatly being met, or her needs for attention weren't as greatly being met when they started being polite and referring to me instead of her. So I think that played a big part of it. But that's besides the point, neither here nor there. Whores do it up. Becky's always a whore, apparently. Becky's and Stacy's. I don't know. I'm making this shit up, people. Should probably add a disclaimer at the beginning of this. For the next 30 minutes to an hour, trigger warning is imposed. None of this shit that I say, if it offends you, is meant to be offensive. I say this shit in jest, and I'm just poking fun, man. I'm just poking the bear, trying to get people to think a little bit, hear a wacky version of opinions, because the crazier the opinion, the more people tend to pay attention to it. So if I could sneak some shit in there while being a complete lunatic, then that's going to be my attempt. And even though you guys won't send me an email, you'll just go to your friends and go, oh my God, did you hear this psycho motherfucker say this crazy shit? He's such a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. They'll be like, well, did you tell him that? I'd be like, well, I was going to, but then I had to post about it. Because no one wants information anymore. We all want headlines. Fuck context, right? Doesn't matter why or why something was said or how it was said or the inflection or anything of that nature. No. Just what was said, and just the 5 lines out of the entire thing. That's all we need. We know what happened here. Do any of you guys have to write summaries in school anymore? We used to have to do book reports. Which meant that we actually had to read books. I know that's hard for some of you guys to even imagine nowadays, because some of you have grown up, and I'm not even sure you could read if it wasn't for Facebook. And then again, you can't fucking spell either. Anyway, we see my generation, or at least the way I was raised in my generation, I was raised as a Generation Xer. Okay, and only missed it by, not too much. I think like 4 or 5 years. I think I missed Generation X. But being that my mother was 16 when she had me, I was raised as a Gen Xer. So being lumped in with millennials, it kind of sucks. Because the vast majority of you, you know what? I can't even say that. I can't even say that, because the vast majority of people that I meet, they tend to be older. So bad example. Forget that example. But it just seems to me like they've lost basic function, which is why they can't do shit now when they get a little older, because nobody told them, hey, life's not fair, get over it. Everybody told them that, oh no, sweetheart, you tried, here's your fucking All-Star trophy, even though you never made it to the All-Star game. I did. I worked my ass off to get that All-Star trophy, bitch. Because we were told that if you want it, you have to put in the time, the work, and the effort for it. Okay, that's how I was raised anyway. And that if you really want something, my first job, 10 years old, I wanted to go get things. My mom didn't want to buy them for me, okay? So I went, well, I know money buys things. How can I get money? And my mom went, there's a lawnmower. Check that shit out. Picked up that lawnmower. Oh, it doesn't have any gas. Well, here's what I'm going to do for you, James. Here's $1.25. You can go fill the tank up with the $1.25 that I'm going to give you. And then when you make your money back, when you go mow the lawn, at that first $1.25 you get, you have to pay me back. Now, my mom didn't give me interest, and I thought about doing a weird little skit about this, just to fuck with Trump a little bit, because I like to fuck with everybody. For fuck's sake, I'm Sicilian. My name in Italian is Giacomo, which means to trip up or overthrow, usually in means of the government. So I find that to be hysterical, and well done, Mommy, for naming me. Yeah, good job, Mommy. But I feel like I should go, I just got a small loan from my mom at $1.25. Not $1 million, but it was $1.25, and it was enough to get me going and get me started. No, that was not a Trump impersonation. That was my stupid political impersonation, because I don't really have a political impersonation unless I just dressed up as a giant dick. That could work. Just pop on red or blue tie. No, red and blue tie. I'm going to double up because I got girth, baby. Yeah, this dick's got girth. Shut the fuck up, phone. I thought I killed that thing. That's terrifying. Phone's still beeping at me. Coffee is my friend. So is the puppy laying at my feet right now. She's been, believe it or not, she's been in trouble the past few days, but she's still a sweetheart. And she still has that puppy face that I still kind of fall for. I don't really fall for it. I just can't stay mad at her. Little shit. Yeah, I've been thinking of a few different ideas for some little skits here and there that I want to do for the YouTube channel, which if you guys are watching, yeah, it's this one, people. By the way, in case you didn't know, the video you're watching is on my YouTube. Yeah, hey, now I'm going to do that fucking YouTube thing. If you're interested in watching more of these videos, if you like what I've done so far, be sure to subscribe, comment, hit the bell. Yeah, I just did that. Oh, God. No, I'm turning into a fucking YouTube dude. Not that guy. I'm that fucking guy now. I'm that fucking guy now. Yeah. But on a slightly serious note, if you guys do like this stuff and you guys want to see some other shit that I've done, go check out my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Insomnia Talx. Talks with an X. So go check it out. Like, subscribe, all that fun shit that I just said. Because apparently, yes, again, I'm that guy now. But also, hit me up with those emails, guys, subjects and stuff like that, things that you want to hear about, as always. InsomniaTalx@gmail.com. You know, let me know what you guys think about the podcast. Let me know what you guys would like to hear about, think would improve. I'm completely open to some constructive criticism here. What do you guys think? What would you guys like to see if you're watching on YouTube? Right now it's pretty bland. I'm chilling out on my couch. I reset up again and it's just the gray flat behind me. I'm working on getting like a little banner or something, or green screen. Not sure which way I want to go with it yet. Probably going to do the green screen just because it's cheaper and my ass is broke. Like broke. Like have a daughter, so I have no money. That just doesn't work. I'm in a relationship. I have no money. Send me money. Send me money. Please send me money. I want to stash it in my safe. I'm never going to let her know. Hashtag don't tell Katie. Hashtag don't tell the baby. Hashtag why the fuck are we using hashtags? Used to be a pound symbol. That's what I grew up with. It was a pound symbol. Who was it? Owen Benjamin? Owen Benjamin has that joke. It's great about, what's with this pound me too? That's a pound sign, not a hashtag. All this pound me too movement, yeah. Oh man, that when I heard that shit was hysterical. I'm tired of all these celebrities just posted up. I see it. Enough is enough. Pound me too. I am not doing it justice. Go check it out. Go look it up. I'm sure there's a clip of it on YouTube, man. Owen Benjamin on the Pound Me Too movement. Fucking hysterical guy. So now I guess, what are we in here? What are we into here? All right, we're at 28 minutes. Oh, 28 minutes, guys. So I guess I should start doing my annoying shout-outs as per usual. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Okay, anyway. So as usual, shout out to Anchor for always distributing and everything. You guys have made it absolutely amazing. The outreach that you guys have to put on this podcast on all these different platforms is just great for people like me who really had no idea what they were doing and still pretty much don't. So if you guys didn't have your app out, I would probably just be posting weird recordings on YouTube instead of being able to post weird recordings on YouTube on Anchor, and then you guys distributing weird fucking recordings that I make all over the place. And you know what? Let's go ahead and run down the list again. So if you guys don't necessarily have an Anchor, or if you're not capable of letting the YouTube just run, and you guys just want to listen, I can tell you guys what. Here's where else you can find me, all thanks to Anchor. And I just want to say again, we hit over 100 downloads the other day, and we are definitely well on our way to 150 with the next few days. So you guys have been either spreading the word, or Anchor's been knocking this out. So again, I also want to throw a big shout out to you guys, okay? Because without you guys listening, it wouldn't really matter where Anchor throws their stuff, or throws all my stuff out to. So again, I appreciate you guys listening and checking all this stuff out, downloading it, playing it, listening, and continuing to listen. And I can only assume that because it's going up, I'm definitely getting more people to listen, or you guys are helping me get more people to listen, rather. So I appreciate you out there spreading the word, and you guys are the shit. So now you guys can catch me, of course, at anchor.fm/Insomnia Talx. I'm not going to read out all the links. I'm just going to let you guys know where you can find me, and then search for Insomnia Talx. You guys know the logo. You know the logo. It's up at the beginning and end of every show. And it's also just simple. It says Insomnia Talx with a fucking microphone. An old school Shure microphone. Yeah, because they're fucking awesome, which is why my stepmom got one tattooed, and I did it, and it was a lot of fun, and my favorite tattoo. Anyway, sorry rambling. Back to the point. I'm losing my mind, guys. Okay, so you guys can also catch me on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Stitcher. Those are all the different places. So there's no more excuses, people. Within the week, I am going to be, unfortunately for me, because it's more shit that I have to keep track of on top of work and everything. But you know what? I want to do it for you guys just because you guys have been hanging in there with me. You helped me reach a goal, so it's time to step my game up, right? All right, so here's what I'm going to do throughout the next week or two. I'm not going to lay down a strict time on this one, because I've been trying to lay down that strict timeline and failing you guys on that. So I'm not going to lay down any more strict timelines. I'm just going to let you know what's in the future. And when it gets here, it gets here. I'm like the new version of Windows right now. Check me out. So within the next week or two, I'm going to have the Twitter and possibly even the Instagram set up for the Insomnia Talx. I have no idea what the fuck is going to go up on them. Mostly just pictures of my dumb ass at work, probably, or short little clips of me just going, what the fuck is this shit? But it's going to be up for you guys, because as much as I can't stand social media for a good bit rather than liking it, I think it's actually more 60-40 hate to love ratio there, but it is what's going on. And if I want to get this stuff out there, then I kind of got to succumb to it. But you guys do make it worth it by listening and checking it out. So again, you helped me reach a goal. Time to step my game up for you guys. And that is going to be the fucking show today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ladies, I want to hear from you if you disagree with me on the things that I was saying. Guys, I want to hear from you if you disagree with the things that I was saying. And if you are agreeing with what I'm saying, yeah, sure, fuck it. Let me know that too. Boost the ego a little bit, because that's what it's all about, especially with all the social media, baby. But that is for another fucking episode, possibly even the next one. Let's fucking end it on that, guys. I love you, and thanks again for all of the fucking support. I hope it continues, and I will fucking catch you guys on the next one. I love you, bitches. Bye-bye.